The International Food, Wine, and Travel Writers Association, what we call IFWTWA, is a nonprofit organization and a resource base for writers and other professionals in the food, wine, and travel industries. And they're going to be holding their annual conference in Santa Fe, New Mexico from November 11th through 13th, 2019. The conference focuses on professional development, networking, promotion of industry exhibitors and sponsors, and the opportunity to explore the exciting and historic city and surrounding areas of Santa Fe. So to tell us all about the conference and Santa Fe, we have three special guests joining us today on our Big Blend World Radio Party. We have travel writer Linda Milks. We have also Joanne Hudson, and we also have Jenny Kimball. But first, let's bring Linda Milks on. Linda's a travel writer, a food writer, a wine writer. She's the first vice president and conference committee chair of the International Food, Wine, Travel Writers Association. And you can follow her on toastingfoodwineandtravel.com. Welcome back, Linda. How are you?
Hi. How are you, Lisa and Nancy?
Hey, I'm doing good. Good to have you back on the show. So where are you today? You never know. You travel. Where are you?
Today, I'm at home, and it's going to be 90 degrees, and I'm looking at my pool and thinking about wanting to jump in it really soon.
Cool. Well, I think you need to come up this way, near Santa Fe, because I think it's going to be a little cooler. How about that?
Yeah, probably. It's higher. Higher elevation. Yeah.
It is.
Well, we're very excited about having this conference in Santa Fe. I have never actually been there, and from what I'm learning, it's just, and everyone, from what I hear from everyone, it's an incredible location.
And everyone, I want you to go to IFWTWA.org. From there, you can connect directly to the information about the conference. And is this conference open to members and non-members of IFWTWA?
Yes, it is. So you could, I know a lot of us that are members of IFWTWA have friends who have approached us on how they can get into this job, quote, job that we have. And this is a great opportunity for them to network and to find out what it's like. And they're certainly welcome to come. In fact, right now we have a few of super early bird registrations that are at a reduced rate that are still available for guests. And it's for writers, travelers, anyone that is interested in the industry and wants to see what the whole thing's about. And we're going to have some great speakers. We're going to have a chef's panel. We're going to have our tourism panel so that we can connect with different CVBs and groups throughout the country that are involved in travel writing. And then we're going to have 4 different workshops, which will be wonderful, too. One of them will be on photography, and then we'll have one, Leon Dolan, who is really well known in the industry, is going to talk about targeting your pitch. We're going to have a social media one, which I think is always valuable. And then Christopher Davies has been a member forever, and we've been trying to figure out exactly what niche he can do as a workshop because he's so talented in so many areas. So I think he's going to do something on travel tips throughout the world, or on wine, or maybe a combination of the two.
Excellent. Sounds like
tips on traveling with wine.
Yes, traveling with wine.
Yes, definitely. Yes, I think he does a lot of that. That's what he's a sommelier. So yeah, he knows all about it.
Excellent. I want to bring our next guest on as well. We have Joanne Hudson. She's a PR manager of Tourism Santa Fe. And to learn more about and everything about Santa Fe, go to this website. It's santafe.org. Welcome, Joanne. How are you?
Hi there. I am doing great. It's a beautiful day in Santa Fe.
Hey, is it cooler than Southern California where Linda Milks is?
I think it might be. I think we've just started to hit 80 degrees here. At 7,000 feet elevation in the city, we tend to have mild summers. Most people think of us, maybe as being more of a desert climate, but that is not true. So we stay kind of in the 80s, maybe the 90s, top out at 95 on the hottest days. But it's typically a really nice climate here, and then in the evenings we drop back down to the 50s and 60s. It cools off at night.
Nice.
That sounds
I like
beautiful.
that.
We're excited. I know. Nancy and I are listening doubly, if you can listen doubly. We're listening an extra today about Santa Fe because we're excited to be coming down. And in a week, just over a week, we'll see you. So we're very excited to learn more about Santa Fe. Yeah. And it's known as the City Different. So tell us about that.
Santa Fe has just an immense amount of history and culture. The city was founded more than 400 years ago by the Spanish that came up through Mexico and settled here in 1610. So we just have this really rich depth of culture and history. We have three traditional cultures that they say blended here in Santa Fe: the Native American, the Spanish, and then a little later, maybe more in the 1800s, the Anglo, folks coming from the eastern United States on the Santa Fe Trail. And that melding and mixing of cultures has created just a really beautiful city and place to visit and discover. We have a regional tradition of food and traditional food cuisine, meals that you won't find anywhere else, food preparation and ingredients that you won't find in other parts of the Southwest U.S. So it's a really fun destination to explore.
Very exciting, very exciting. I want to bring our next guest on as Jenny Kimball. She's the CEO of La Fonda on the Plaza, and you can go to the website lafondasantafe.com. Welcome, Jenny. How are you?
Lisa, Nancy, I am doing great. I am in hot, sunny Phoenix, wishing I were in Santa Fe. I'm flying back in the morning so I can hit those cool 70 and 80 degree temperatures.
Excellent, excellent. So it's good. We know the difference coming from, we drove from Yuma, Arizona, up through a little bit of, we were in Gallup, New Mexico, and just starting to go through that elevation, our bodies went into shock. We went from heat, like, the sunniest place on earth, to suddenly there's snow on the mountains and there's mountain passes, and it's like, what happened? And then you're like, yay, it's nice and cool. You can run around. So understand what you're going to be experiencing soon. Jenny, so the hotel, the historic La Fonda Hotel, is this one of the only hotels in the plaza?
La Fonda on the Plaza is the only hotel on the plaza, but really what it's best known for is we sit on the oldest hotel site in the country. As Joanne said, Santa Fe was founded in 1610, and there's been a hotel on the site where our hotel is since the 1600s, which officially makes us the oldest hotel site in the country. So that's pretty amazing. And the building that we're in now was built in the early 20s, and it was a Harvey House. I don't know if many of your listeners know what the Harvey Houses were, but they were a chain of hotels and restaurants that went from the East Coast to the West Coast, and was really, Fred Harvey, who founded it, was really the founding father of the American service industry and fine dining pioneer. So we have a long history, not only physically of the facility, but of excellent food service. So we are thrilled to be hosting the International Wine and Travel Writers Association and think it's a great partnership with us because of our long history and commitment to fine dining. So we're really excited to be hosting this conference.
And also, so you have event centers as part of the hotel too.
Oh yes, we've got one of the largest ballrooms. So a lot of our business is family and what we call leisure business, but a huge part of it is also conferences, and that's something we're very proud of. Our banquet chef has been our banquet chef for over 30 years. Our executive chef has been with us 25 years, and our sous chef has been with us 25 years. So we have really deep connections in the food service industry, and we love hosting conferences, especially when they're experts in food and wine, because we think we are too. So it always ups our game when we have conferences like this, and we're catering to them to make sure that every I is dotted and T is crossed, and that that the food and the wine and the service, are excellent. So we're really excited to be upping our game for this conference.
And this is one thing that I know Nancy and I looked at and we thought is very important to mention, your outdoor cocktail bar. Apparently, This is something everyone must experience.
Well, we actually have 3 bars. One is called La Fiesta Lounge, which has live music every night, and that's a ball because we have local live music, we have jazz, we have blues, we have country and western, so that's fun. But during the summer, what's standing room only is what we call the Bell Tower Bar, which is on the west side of the hotel on the 5th floor. So it has a bird's eye view of the sunset, what we call the Roundhouse, which is the capital of New Mexico, which is located a couple of blocks from our hotel. And to be up at the Bell Tower, drinking a margarita, watching the sun set on the horizon is about one of the most amazing things. It's magical. It truly is.
That sounds awesome.
Awesome. This sounds. I know, and I know here comes. You're a 4-star Diamond Hotel. And I know that every travel writer, the first thing we think of is internet. How's your internet?
Our internet is beefy and good. Santa Fe is an interesting place for internet because it probably isn't as strong as other places, but we do our best to. You can stream live from the hotel. Hopefully you're not going to want to be. Hopefully you're going to want to be drinking a margarita up at the Bell Tower, and you're going to be wanting to eat the red and green chili enchiladas and experience the Santa Fe culture and not be on the internet. I think you're going to be surprised at how much there's to see and do in Santa Fe. Our hotel alone has one of the best personal art collections in the country, and Condé Nast gave us the Gold Award for one of the hotels with great art. So you can spend a ton of time just browsing through the hotel. We've got all of it labeled, all of the artists. We've got art from the 17th century, 18th century to current Native American award-winning art in the hotel. So there's so much to do in Santa Fe and so much to do in La Fonda. You may not even be thinking about the internet.
Well, you said enchiladas, and so I'm already not thinking about internet.
I know. And margaritas. Joanne, this is interesting too about everyone coming into Santa Fe because, you're on the World Party, our World Party that we do every month or so here on Big Blend Radio. And because IFWTWA is international, so they have travel writers and photographers and media partners all over around the world and across the country coming in for this. Jenny was talking about she's flying in from Phoenix. So can you give everybody an overview of how it works in regards to air travel into Santa Fe?
Sure. Santa Fe is pretty easy to get to. You can fly direct into the Santa Fe Regional Airport, and that has service from Phoenix on American Airlines, Denver on United, and Dallas. So we can go direct Santa Fe to Phoenix, Denver, and Dallas. And then if you are looking for a different airline, the Albuquerque International Sunport Airport is only 60 miles from Santa Fe. So that opens up another, probably 6-8 other airlines that fly into there. You can do, JetBlue out of New York. You have Delta, Alaska out of Seattle. You can really get to Albuquerque and or Santa Fe in 1 or 2 flights at the very most. So, I always say check Santa Fe, fly Santa Fe first. It is the most charming, quaint airport. We have one gate, and you only need to arrive no more than like an hour ahead of your flight because you'll be the only flight going through security. So it's a wonderful, easy experience to travel and fly in and out of Santa Fe. But again, Albuquerque's close, and that opens up quite a few options as well.
So do you work with Albuquerque? I don't know, when the conference let me just go back to Linda on this, Linda Milks. In regards to the conference, I know there's all these networking opportunities, workshops, and presentations, but do the IFWTWA travel writers get to go exploring Santa Fe and maybe even reach out to Albuquerque?
Yes, we're going to have some wonderful pre and post trips. We're going to have a pre-trip to Albuquerque, and it's going to be incredible. There's going to be a hot air balloon ride as part of it. And then we're going to have we are going to have, I think it's 3 post trips. We're going to have one to Santa Fe, where we're going to get to explore a lot more of Santa Fe, and we'll be able to explore some of the Native American areas too, and a little bit more into the cuisine. We're going to be able to go to Taos, and they've arranged a 2-day, an amazing trip with food, wine, exploring the area, and then we're putting together an overnight at Ghost Ranch, which is a kind of a spiritual getaway, and that should be an interesting thing for people to see too. So lots of good things.
Yeah, we're excited.
Now, Ghost Ranch. Go ahead.
Oh, this is Joanne again. I was just going to say we are excited to have, the main conference days for IFWTWA will get you out and exploring some of our restaurants and cuisine, as well as the museums and attractions. But on those pre and post trips, you really dive more into the destination and have more one-on-one time as writers with some of the chefs and characters of the destination.
And you also go to have a cooking class at the Santa Fe Cooking School. I know we just published an article about that in Big Blend Radio and TV magazine by Debbie Stone, who's also a member of IFWTWA. And she did a cooking class that was based on Georgia O'Keeffe's, cuisine, what she likes to eat and drink. And I know she's tied back to Ghost Ranch too, right? So this is Georgia O'Keeffe country. So when you think about the art and the cooking, it just seems to me that everything is about art and culture and history in Santa Fe.
Yes.
Yeah, we do have one really fun thing too. I can't wait to do the cooking class. It'll be the Santa Fe Cooking School. And the other thing we're going to do is at a lunchtime, we're going to meet at the convention center and have a taste of Santa Fe, so that some chefs will prepare bites for us, and we're also going to try. We're going to get to try lots of New Mexico wines, which will be wonderful, and some New Mexico beers, craft beers, and even a chocolatier is going to show up. Lots of good stuff.
Oh wait, Joanne, what's up with this beer? New Mexico beer. I've never even thought of that. And New Mexico wine. I've had some wines from southern New Mexico and southwest New Mexico, but you want to give us some insight on that? And then also, I know you have a margarita trail, so I'm just saying this is going to be fun.
We've definitely got the beverages covered for anyone, any connoisseur of any type. So if you love a margarita, you're definitely going to want to try the Margarita Trail. And the Santa Fe Margarita Trail was created about 2.5-3 years ago now, and it's actually kind of in its second phase. We've started with 30 locations, and we are now up to 45. So there are 45 different stops on this Margarita Trail. Now, we do encourage responsible drinking, so we limit your consumption. You can only get credit for 2 margaritas a day. So you get a stamp on your passport, and it also gives you $1 off the margarita, so there's a little discount. Once you have that Margarita Trail passport, which can be downloaded as an app from either the Google Play or Apple store, and you can get that Margarita Trail app for $2.99 and then take it to these locations around Santa Fe, and they will give you that discount. They'll give you the credit for trying their margarita. It also includes the recipe. So it's a really fun way to get out and try some of the bars and restaurants that you may not have been familiar with, or you may not have realized, oh, I'm right around the corner from, the margarita at Coyote Cafe. I should go try that one. So
Okay.
Definitely jump on the Margarita
okay.
trail. And all of those margaritas use 100% agave tequila. That's our requirement for the recipes. And then wineries, New Mexico actually is the oldest wine growing region in the United States. If you think back to the history of the Spanish coming, and a lot of times there were Spanish missionaries, and the Catholic Church was part of that Spanish settling of the area. They needed wine for ceremonies and communions and things, and they brought their wine grapes and were growing grapes here in New Mexico before California, before any other areas. But the modern day wine that's being produced runs, it's definitely a range. There's a lot of growing down in southern New Mexico. We have a great sparkling wine that comes out of New Mexico here called Gruet. We have some wineries just north of Santa Fe that are in the Rio Grande River Valley area near Dixon, New Mexico. So there's just quite a variety of wine production happening now. We have about probably 4 or 5 tasting rooms, winery tasting rooms, located here in downtown Santa Fe. So you can try that bubbly from Gruet. You can try some, New Mexico red or white from the vineyards just north of here. And, just enjoy that production of the oldest wine region in the country. And
I had
then
no
the
idea
beer.
about that. Ooh.
Yes, the beer. So we have quite a few craft breweries located here in Santa Fe. And of course, that's become so common across the U.S. But really here in Santa Fe, we have 2 of the oldest New Mexico breweries. That would be Santa Fe Brewing Company and 2nd Street Brewery. Then there's some newer ones that have popped up more recently. One of our newest is the Tumbleroot Brewery and Distillery. So they're doing both craft beer and craft spirits. There's sort of this new term that they are a brew-stillery. And so you can enjoy craft spirits with them, or we also have Santa Fe Spirits, which is our oldest Santa Fe craft spirits production company, and they make definitely a mean gin and tonic. So if anyone is interested in kind of looking at local spirits, their gin uses 5 botanicals from the region. They're bringing in the the flavors of pinyon and cholla buds from cactus, desert sage, all kinds of local ingredients coming in to make that gin. And then they also make their own tonic water to just make it over the top special.
Wow.
So lots of variety.
Amazing.
You're going to be able to definitely enjoy and imbibe here in Santa Fe.
Well, I'm glad there's a lot of being able to just walk to your hotel room on the plaza. Jenny, I wanted to go back to you on the historic plaza. What are some of your favorite things to do? Step outside your hotel room. What would you recommend people do in the plaza?
Well, the first thing I would recommend is I think we're the only hotel in the country. We have our own trained docent program. We have 45 docents that have trained in history and art of the hotel and of the city of Santa Fe. And you just have to stop at the front desk or the concierge desk and sign up. And they are an hour long, and it's a perfect springboard to see Santa Fe. They will talk you through the art and the history of the hotel as well as Santa Fe, and it just gets your whistle wetted. So that's where I would start with one of our free, and they're all free whether you're staying at the hotel or not, because we really feel like it's important for anybody that's coming to Santa Fe to have some sense of the history, because we're so steeped in history. So I would start with a docent tour at La Fonda, and then depending on what you're interested in, if it's art, The art museum is pretty much catty-cornered across the plaza to La Fonda. If you're interested in history, the Palace of the Governors, which is the oldest state capitol in the country, is right across the plaza. All around us are art galleries and fabulous shops. We have our own shop called Detours in the corner of our hotel, and we mainly carry a lot of local products like lavender from Los Poblanos out of Albuquerque. We have Kelly Jo Kuchar, who hand paints tile and does scenes of northern New Mexico. So our gift shop is full of local artists. Another place I always send my friends to is on the plaza, and it's called Shiprock. Shiprock is a retail company up on the second floor. He is a fourth-generation trader, so he has everything from antique old pots, Native American blankets, jewelry, to cutting-edge, very contemporary, cool jewelry, and he's got this great eye of putting things together. So, and that's called Shiprock. Also, if across the street from us is the Basilica, which is a Catholic diocese, but it is absolutely stunning to look at, and it's higher than a church. It's ranked as a basilica, and because it's headquarters for the archdiocese for the region. So there, I mean, just outside our door, there's art, there's history, there's food, there's retail. You really don't even need to rent a car if you're staying at La Fonda if you really want to see the best of Santa Fe. It's right outside our front steps.
Awesome. Wow, this sounds amazing. I love it when you can just step out, and just feel free and explore and just take a nice walk around. Yeah, to have a margarita, take a walk it off, go shopping, Joanne, what are some of the top things you don't want the IFWTWA writers to miss while they're in town?
I would say, really one thing we encourage is always just talking to Santa Fe locals. Really make a point to connect with a restaurant someone at the hostess stand or hotel front desk, and really ask them about their Santa Fe. Why Santa Fe for them? Why do they live here? Why do they love working here? Because you're really going to meet just some amazing, friendly locals and such knowledgeable people that have passion for their city. One thing, if you're able to be in Santa Fe on a Saturday, you definitely do not want to miss the Santa Fe Farmers Market. And any foodie will just go crazy because there are so many unique booths with unique ingredients, again, that you just don't find other places. Of course, you're going to find red and green chili. You can get chili powder. You can find the ristras, which are the red chilies, the dried red chilies that are hanging, kind of on a rope, and they make wreaths out of them. There's just such a variety of usage of the New Mexico green chili and red chili. Another really fun thing you'll find at the farmers market is you'll find fresh beans, a lot of pinto beans, black beans, regional types of beans that maybe you didn't know about, blue corn flour, blue corn masa, a lot of opportunities to try just these unique regional ingredients. And definitely you can spend all morning. Yeah, you can spend all morning on a Saturday at the Santa Fe Farmers Market. And it's a year-round Saturday market. The peak summer market season, we actually go up to 3 markets a week. So Saturday, Tuesday, and Wednesday evening, there's a market. And it's one of the oldest farmers, growers markets in the country, and it's just a really great time. You must do that if you're here on a Saturday. So if you're coming for IFWTWA, you're not sure if you're going to extend over the weekend, I would say definitely plan to be here on a Saturday.
Excellent. So Saturdays, everyone. And I wanted to go back to Linda with the conference. You've got these pre and post activities. Is that something exclusive for members of IFWTWA?
No, No, not at all. Guests are invited. As soon as you register, you're welcome to attend everything that we do at the conference. So these 4 workshops and the chef's culinary panel and the tourism panel, that's all available. And then when we do things like we're going to go to Meow Wolf, which is a very interesting, interactive museum. And then we're also going to go to the Museum on the Hill and see the beautiful museums they have there with Native American art and
cool.
a variety of art there. So that's open to guests also.
That's excellent. That's excellent. And so everyone, again, the conference information is at IFWTWA.org, stands for the International Food, Wine, Travel Writers Association. So you're going to want to go there to look at everything and all the different activities happening. Again, this is November 11th through 13th. Joanne, what's the weather like in November? Do you get snow at all?
You know, we could have a surprise snow. It's definitely fall. Fall is beautiful in Santa Fe. You're going to have the changing leaves and colors. And then by November, you're going to start seeing, you know, definitely pretty cool days, but beautiful blue skies year-round here. We have over 320 days of sunshine in Santa Fe. And again, you know, it'll be fairly mild during the day. November, we're probably talking in the 50s, 60 maybe on a good warmer day for the high. And then it will drop down. You'll always want to have layers to be prepared to, you know, throw on a hat or some gloves, a scarf, in case it is a cooler evening. But we shouldn't have too much snow at that point. It shouldn't be sticking, really, if we do get a storm that comes through. But it'll be a nice time, crisp, cool weather. And you'll also, in November, you'll start to see the holiday traditions of Santa Fe coming out. And that means you'll find the farolitos.
Farolitos.
Yeah.
The farolitos.
They'll be starting to the little bags with candles in them that people put out on their sidewalks or up on their roof lines. That's our very signature.
Oh, the luminarias.
Yes, some places they call them luminarias. In Santa Fe, we call them farolitos. Yeah. But yes, that
cool.
Southwestern tradition for the holidays. You'll start to see those popping up around town, and pretty much every building by Thanksgiving will have those lining the rooftops, and they'll turn those on starting Thanksgiving and then through the holiday season.
The other thing, Lisa and Nancy, that happens is, you know, if it's cool enough at night for fires, Santa Fe is kind of unique in that we use Pinyon Wood for our fires, and there is a unique smell to Pinyon Wood that is just so yummy. And so in the evening, you will be smelling the Pinyon Wood burning, that we actually sell incense that's Pinyon Wood because it's such a unique smell. And we have guests that come back year after year, and they come back just in November and December because they want to smell the Pinyon Wood burning in the fireplaces. It's Joanne can back me up. It's unlike anything you've ever smelled before, and it's just that when you start smelling it, you know fall is here and winter is coming, and it's a beautiful time to be in Santa Fe. And it also could be 80 degrees and sunny blue skies, and throw on your hiking shoes and go for a hike or a mountain bike, right above Santa Fe. I think a lot of people don't realize how close Santa Fe is to the mountains. We have a walking and hiking map that at our front desk that we give to anybody that wants it. So you can do some amazing bikes and hikes straight from our door right up Canyon Road, where there are over 100 art galleries, and you can head straight into the National Forest and be there in about 10 minutes on your bike. So Santa Fe is very, very, it's an amazing town because it is a small town, and yet it has world-class opera. We have world-class culinary. We have world-class mountain biking. For a small town, it's just great because you can do it all on your bike or from foot from the hotel. So anybody that hadn't been to Santa Fe, I think, is in for a really, really special treat. And hopefully we'll have beautiful blue skies during the day that time of year, and then it'll get chilly at night so that we'll put fires in the fireplaces. I think that would be ideal for this conference.
Ooh, it sounds cozy. Now, do you make like a really cool New Mexico hot chocolate? I feel like being all cozy around the fire with hot chocolate with maybe a splash of something naughty in there. I'm just saying, it sounds good to me.
Well, that's interesting, because one of the things our team put into place last year is, if you want to fire, we're one of the few hotels that has real fireplaces and real wood, because we're grandfathered in. The newer hotels have gas fireplaces. So if you call the front desk and ask them if you're lucky enough to have a fireplace in your room to light your fireplace, when they come up to light, they will bring hot chocolate to your room at the same time. And sure, we can add a shot of anything you want to that hot chocolate, but that's part of the yeah. So that's been a really nice addition when you call down to get your fire lit, to have hot chocolate served at the same time.
Yeah, you get your fire lit and you get to get lit too.
I was going to say, do you have to have a fire to get hot chocolate?
No, we'll serve you hot chocolate any time of the year, any day of the week. But that's just an extra perk when they're lighting your fires, which is really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I love that. Linda, it sounds like you're going to have a good time. Do you like hot chocolate? Sounds like all the writers are going to have a good time.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to smell the Pinyon Wood. That sounds wonderful.
Linda, for you, what are some of the? Go ahead.
Pardon?
Linda? We're talking over each other because we do that. But I was going to say, what are some of the things happening at the conference that you're really excited about?
Well, I'm really excited. The Santa Fe Photographers Workshop is going to come to present ways to take and edit fabulous photos. So that's something I'm very excited about. And then I'm always interested in learning about how to pitch, and that's what Leon Dolan's going to talk about. I'm excited about the convention center with the Taste of Santa Fe. I think that's going to be amazing. And I wanted to know how to cook with chilies for a long, long time. So I think when we go to the Santa Fe Cooking School, that will be something very interesting. And then we're going to get to meet, some of the best chefs that in Santa Fe when we have the chefs culinary panel. So that'll be great. And then we're getting a whole bunch of New Mexico wines brought in by the New Mexico Wine Growers Association for us to try. So that's another. I've never tried them. I can't wait. Especially Gruet they all sound fabulous, but I've heard about Gruet a lot now. So that will be another highlight.
Excellent. So everyone, again, the conference, go to IFWTWA.org. What's the deadline again to register, Linda?
I think the deadline is, I'm not positive. I think it's October 1 is the last. We've started already. We've already done our super early bird. Now, early bird runs until through July 14th, and then we go into our regular pricing. And you can sign up for several months after. Our regular pricing starts July 15th. And then, up until about a month before the conference, you can sign up. So, but we want people that, the sooner you sign up, the better discount you get. So that always helps. And then La Fonda's giving everyone that's staying there, I think, a fantastic rate. And they just sign up themselves at La Fonda for their rooms. But it's just, I'm blown away by what a good deal it is. And so I'm real thankful for that, too.
Excellent.
Yes, this
Excellent.
Is
so
Joanne.
Go ahead.
Joanne. This is Joanne. I'll chime in. If you've really wanted to come to Santa Fe and stay right on the plaza, experience the La Fonda hospitality, and this is just the time to do it. Like Linda said, it's a great rate, and you're going to experience not only the hotel and the professional development with the conference, but everything else that is Santa Fe. So it's a really easy affordable, accessible way to do that.
Excellent. I love that.
I would encourage people to bring their spouses if they would like to, bring their significant others, bring their good best friends, because it's, first of all, what we do is very interesting, but then also you get the whole Santa Fe experience along with it. And it's really such a reasonable price to be able to experience all of this.
I'm excited. Nancy and I are excited about now that, Nancy, are you ready to go back in the fall now? Because I'm already sold on both times of year. We're going to be there in the summer. So I think I want to go have hot chocolate next to the fireplace. I want that. And I want the little fires, and I want to see snow too.
I think visiting every destination in each season is worthy.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's a big deal to do because you get a different sense of it. And it seems like, Joanne, that you have 4 gentle seasons in Santa Fe.
We do. We're going to have 4 distinct seasons where you will find some snow in the winter, like I said, that beautiful fall with the changing leaves, and then spring with the beautiful, regrowth and fresh flowers popping up and the trees getting their leaves back, the spring green. You're really going to enjoy Santa Fe and have a unique experience all times of the year.
Oh, I love it. Awesome. Everyone, again, the website for Santa Fe is santafe.org. And also, go take a look at the accommodation. Go to the historic La Fonda Hotel right on the plaza. The website is lafondasantafe.com. So go check those out and get your great deal. The early bird catches the worm. It pays to be the early bird. So go check it out and get signed up early and go to the IFWTWA conference. Again, this is November 11th through 13th in 2019. An extraordinary opportunity to visit Santa Fe as well. And, Santa Fe is on the bucket list for many of us. So this is one of those opportunities to go experience art and history and nature. Like Jenny was saying, you can go out into the forest. And Bandolier National Monument, that's one of the things too, Joanne, right? When you stay at Santa Fe, you go there.
Yes, the closest national monument area to explore from Santa Fe is Bandolier, and that is an ancestral Pueblo cliff dwelling site. So you're going to see those, homes of the past where the Native American ancestors lived in the rocks, and you can hike and climb up ladders to get into those and see the life that was lived 1,000 years ago by those Native American people in New Mexico.
Excellent. Thank you for joining us. It's been such a pleasure. We're all excited about Santa Fe and also learning more about, the craft. It's so exciting. Linda, this is the thing, right? Travel writers, we have to keep up of what's going on because this is an industry that never stays the same. It's always changing. You were talking about social media. That's changing up again. So I think that's, really important for travel writers and photographers and bloggers to really dig into their craft by going to these kinds of conferences and networking as well. So looking forward to it.
Very true.
Looking forward to following you all. Everyone, if you go to hashtag IFWTWA and you follow that on Twitter, your mind will be blown with all these destinations. So I know in November I'm going to be glued to that hashtag stream on Twitter to watch everybody at the conference. And we'll be sure to tag you guys all when we're there too. So we're going to go do a sneak peek for IFWTWA. How about that? To go and have a look at this next week. So thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Jenny, for joining us. We can't wait to come and see you.
Yay! Can't wait to host you guys. We're going to have a ball.
I know. Awesome. It sounds like it. My gosh. And we're excited for the Harvey House history, too. That's a really important history to the Southwest and to tourism as a whole, hospitality. And Joanne, we're looking forward to meeting you. I know we've had a few conversations, so we're excited to meet you and explore Santa Fe.
Yes, well, we are ready to roll out the red chili for IFWTWA, and we just can't wait to have you.
Awesome. Thank you, Linda, for keeping us posted on what's going on with the conference.
Yes, thank you for talking with me and it's just something that's going to be so fun and so exciting.
Excellent. Everybody, you can keep up with Linda as well. Go to her website, toastingfoodwineandtravel.com. That says it all, right? That's it. Raise a glass. All right. We have a special song we're going to play for you. It's called the Travel Song, and it's from the album Double Take by guitarist Micha Schellhaas, and you can keep up with him at michamusic.com. So here it is. Thanks for joining us, ladies. Take care.
Thanks, ladies.
And safe travel.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.